the difference between psychic insights or psychic readings, soul contracts, and the Akashic records? This is a question from one of my beautiful cosmic community members, Tabitha, if you're watching, so let's get into it. As always, this is my opinion, okay, based off my experiences with myself and my clients. So use your discernment and intuition. And if you have a different understanding of what these things are, I would love to hear them in the comments. To me, psychic insights are reading somebody's thoughts, feelings, emotions, things that are coming up from their subconscious. You can also do psychic readings for people's pets or loved ones on the other side, or people's higher self or your inner children. Like when I do channelings for people, I'm often channeling different aspects of a whole being. Soul contract is what you decided to do in this incarnation. All the people that you're going to meet, the karmic lessons that you're going to learn, challenges you're going to grow through. You have a different soul contract in every single incarnation as well. That is a cumulative of your Akashic records. And what happens is, before you come here as a soul, you as the highest self above this timeline laid out a map, and then you give it to your spirit guides and you say, I'm gonna let you help me while I go through this game of life. Now, because you have free will, you can change anything on your soul contract that you want to do. It's a guideline. It's not a for surezies. Okay. It's like if you're looking at a map trying to travel across the country and you go ahead and set out a plan, that doesn't mean that you can't, go get on Google Maps and take a completely different route if you think it's going to give you a shortcut, or if you just want to go take the scenic route instead. Then we have the Akashic records. Okay. So that is everything. It is all information in totality. There are lots of different things that can be included in the Akashic records, different frequencies, different dimensions, you and all your incarnations and all your soul contracts. It's you accessing the dragon realm or the unicorn realm, or, a different timeline versions of you. It is the webbing that connects everything. And so when people are connecting into that space, the etheric field, the etheric realms, if you will, you are accessing different parts of you, even though they are different people, different animals, different beings, a rock. They're all a different reflection of you as you are source. So I could even see the Akashic records being equated to source itself. It's all encompassing. And when you're reading Akashic records, it's not only just for people. You can read Akashic records of anything, really, but you have to ask their permission. And sometimes you get a no from certain things. Like one of my dogs was like, no, even though the other two were like, okay. And all three of these things, psychic readings, soul contracts, Akashic records, to me, they're just different levels of depth that you have access to. When I first started working with psychic things with myself, I was learning how to read my energy, but then I went deeper and I started working with my soul contract, trying to figure out why I experienced certain things in childhood and how I could grow through those things, and how to release behavioral patterns and different triggers. So more like active work. Psychic insight is seeing kind of like the snapshot of what is happening. Soul contract, why it's happening. Akashic records, I start tapping into different timeline versions of me to do deeper soul healing. And once you heal things in this soul contract, which is really interesting, is you have other timelines deeper in your Akashic records that you can help them heal, or vice versa. You can ask other versions of yourself out there in the cosmos if they've already healed through a karmic lesson or a behavioral pattern, or they're just really good at certain things like finances or art or psychic gifts channeling, and you can ask them to come forward and mentor you in this incarnation. We'd love to hear in the comments what your thoughts are, if this resonated with you, if it helped you understand these things more clearly. I know it's a lot to fit into like a 5-minute video, like the whole totalities of what those things mean. But hopefully this helped today, and I hope you have a super magical day.